Hey guys, welcome to another segment of Coach's Corner. My name is Noah Lee, and today we are actually going to be talking about some research that we have recently discovered here at Biolayne LLC regarding appetite suppressants and the best appetite suppressant that you can buy on the market. Listen, this is no jokes, seriously, best one you can buy, and that is, drumroll please, sleep. You guessed it. No shortcuts here. As much as I would love to be able to throw you guys some magic protocol or whatever, there's no getting around the basics, and sleep is as basic as it gets. I want to talk about some of the research regarding sleep, specifically around the appetite suppressant effect that we see that sleep can have. A study in 2016 by Broussard et al. Looked at 19 individuals. Now they split these individuals up into two different groups. One was a normal sleep group and one was a restricted sleep group. Normal group got 8.5 hours of sleep each night, and the restricted group got 4.5 hours each night. What they did after looking at these groups, the normal and restricted sleep group, is they took for 24 hours blood samples to monitor their hormones, namely ghrelin and leptin, as well as they gave these people an ad libitum feeding period. Now what ad libitum means is basically they were allowed to eat whatever they want and calorie intakes were monitored. The restricted sleep group ate 328 calories on average more than the non-restricted sleep group. Now, it's an average, so that means some people were eating more, some people were eating less, but that is definitely a significant amount of calories. What they also saw is the hormone ghrelin. If you don't know what ghrelin is, it is often called the hunger hormone. Ghrelin is released by specialized cells in the GI tract, namely the stomach, that sends signals up to your brain, letting it know that, hey, we're hungry. Ghrelin levels are highest in the blood right before a meal, and then after a meal, they tend to fall. If you have heightened levels of ghrelin, that means that hunger is probably increased, and the restricted sleep group did have higher levels of ghrelin versus the normal sleep group. So people always ask me, are there actual physiological changes that happen when you get less sleep? Here's one of them, an increased ghrelin that we can see from the restricted sleep group. Another thing to keep in mind in terms of physique enhancement or weight loss is if you have low sleep, less than 5 or 4 hours a night, your activity levels the next day are probably going to decrease significantly, because if you feel like crap, if you haven't slept really well, you're not going to be up and at 'em the next day moving around. You're probably going to be sitting on the couch and exhausted. Another very interesting study by, and I'm going to butcher this last name, Saint Onge, I'm not French. So Saint Onge et al. 2012 looked at brain activity during sleep restriction, and what they saw is the areas of the brain that are more associated with reward actually saw higher levels of activity. This is another potential physiological change that could happen with sleep restriction that leads to a potential in overeating and weight gain down the road. Even from my own anecdotal experience, when I have lack of sleep, I know that if I'm getting less than 6 hours of sleep, the next day I am going to be hungrier than if I got a full 8 to 9 hours. Now this could be all in my mind, but again, that's my own experience. So I highly recommend that if you want to be as successful as possible with your weight loss endeavors, really try and get a minimum of 8, preferably 9 hours of sleep each night. Now I know that this is much easier said than done, and I know in this video I probably have dark circles under my eyes because I think I only got like 5 to 6 hours of sleep last night. So do as I say, not as I do. But if you want to improve your sleep, here are some things that can help you do so. One, if you have an iPhone, which I know many people do, you can go to settings, you can go to display, and you can schedule night shift. What this will do is it will decrease some of the blue light that is coming through your phone. So, I know people say don't use your phone at night. And again, easier said than done. We're probably gonna open TikTok for what we think is about 30 minutes, ends up being an hour and a half. And now it's midnight and we're down the rabbit hole. Turn on that night shift, that certainly can help you. Also, a cool, dark room can help. Another thing that you can do to prevent the blue light is you can purchase some blue light blocking sunglasses, which do have some research to support their efficacy. Also, sleep supplements, namely melatonin, has been shown in research to help with increasing sleep onset latency. Another very important one is trying to decrease your caffeine intake towards later in the day. Now, everybody metabolizes caffeine differently. So for some people, caffeine may have a half-life of 2 to 9 hours. So you really want to experiment with your time of the day in cutting off caffeine. I know for myself, after 2 p.m., I really can't have any caffeine or else I'm gonna be tossing and turning all night. Finally, you're gonna want to get into a relaxed state, let your heart rate kind of come down. So try not to watch any TV shows that are gonna be spiking your heart rate. I know for me, I'm a huge Grey's Anatomy fan. Please don't tell anybody, but that can really mess up with your sleep. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you get some good sleep tonight. Again, we're gonna be doing the Coach's Corner videos every Wednesday, so make sure to tune in. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. If you're interested in coaching, head up above to the link in our bio and have a great day.